this negative thought is going to manifest itself into reality. Quazi here, and in this video I want to continue from the last video, and instead we're going to talk about your negative thoughts manifesting and why do they manifest in the first place. We are always going about our daily life, and there are what is known as incoming thoughts and outgoing thoughts. Now, most of the time we are reacting to the incoming thoughts that we're getting from our environment. So incoming thoughts come in the form of, just data in and data in and data in. Outgoing thoughts are the one you consciously come up with, or in your case it could be unconscious because you're propagating whatever data in and you're turning it into data out. So thoughts are basically just data and just stimulus you're getting from your external environment. Now, the problem is that we attribute meaning to this thought. And this could be a problem, a limitation, or an empowerment, or it could be self-serving. So most of the time we're attaching negative meaning to these thoughts. And once you attach a negative meaning to a thought, then it takes on a negative charge. And by that negative charge, things start to manifest in your life that correspond to that particular charge you attribute to it. So most of the time we're having thoughts and then we perceive them as negative or positive. So we're placing negative or positive attention on these thoughts. So reality is created through either negative charge or positive charge, and this is because of the polar nature of these charges. And the nature of reality is just whatever charge you generate, it creates attraction and balance forces that come in to balance these charges. So your reality will start to manifest based on whatever charge you attribute and whatever meaning you attribute to things. And this is why, two people who are, let's say one is turning 70 years old, she perceives this milestone of reaching 70 as, oh no, I'm turning 70, better start to take care of myself because I'm dying soon, better start collecting my things, blah, blah, blah. But then another woman turns 70 and she's like, oh, wow, I just turned 70, better start living my life to its fullest now. And then she starts climbing Mount Kilimanjaro and all the other mountains and the Himalayas and everything. And she just, spends the next 25 years climbing the highest peaks and achieving her fullest physical capability, because now she attributes this positive charge to the milestone of turning 70. And this is actually a true story, and I got that from Tony Robbins' book called Awaken the Giant Within. And it's a great book. I encourage all of you to read it. But basically the idea is whatever charge you're attributing to whatever event, whatever thought you're having, it's basically going to dictate your reality. So reality is created through positive attention and negative attention. Whatever attention you place on a particular thought you have has the power of creating the subsequent events that follow. And this is why things like the advantage method, if you don't know what that is, click up here, from reality transurfing, and all of these concepts really work. And this is why you can ride the wave of good fortune or you can ride the wave of misfortune. Because right now you're having incoming thoughts and you're reacting to them, and they're having particular effects on your reality. Now let's talk about a flip turn, a complete 360 from this. Now let's say you're not choosing to react negatively to it, but somehow you can't control how you feel because your consciousness hasn't reached that level. So you ask, how do I control how I'm feeling about this? And a thought comes and then you immediately react negatively to it. And in doing that, you're thinking that, oh no, now that I reacted negatively to it, this negative thought is going to manifest itself into reality. That's not true. And here's why. So most people are thinking that whatever little negative thought you have has the power of influencing your reality. And if it did, then whatever positive thought you had would also immediately, instantaneously have the power of influencing your reality. And the truth is that there is a delay in reality between what manifests and whatever charge you attributed to it. That's why sometimes you visualize and it's just not coming into reality, and you wonder why, because you've been visualizing, you've been taking action, you've been doing everything, but it's just not working out the way you wanted. And that's because of this concept of delay and lag time. There's always going to be a delay between what you're visualizing and what you're doing, and then it actually manifesting itself into reality. And it's a good thing that this is the case, because now all of your negative thoughts and worries and fears that you had are not instantaneously manifesting. So it's very good that there is a delay. So now that we know that there is a delay, we can work around it. And this is why knowledge is empowering. So knowing that you have these negative thoughts and you react negatively to them, and you attach that negative charge to this negative thought, what do you do about it? And the only way to counteract that would be not to react to that negativity that you had, because most people react negatively, and especially people who know about the law of attraction. They react negatively to a thought and then they're like, oh no, I just reacted negatively. So they're reacting negatively to that negative reaction to their thought. So now this becomes an endless loop of negative reactions, and then you just make it worse and worse and worse. So you're like, oh no, now that I reacted negatively, now my reality is going to manifest negatively. And then, oh no, then you just wait and look out for this negative event that's going to happen. And that's basically, how your reality turns out. Reality just says, oh, if that's how you want it, so be it. And then it makes negative events manifest in your reality, and unwanted events come into play. So what do you really do about this? Well, now that we know that there is positive attention and negative attention, what we want to do is access another part called neutral attention. And this attention has no power in influencing your reality. However, it has power in diffusing it. So any sort of negative, observations you've made about your reality, you can just start to observe it from a waking, dispassionate state. And you just observe that, oh, look, the mind reacted negatively to it at first. And you'll see that once you observe an unwanted event, it has no power over you. The only reason it manifests is that it has power over you, and you keep propagating this negativity. So the propagation of this negative thought is what creates this reality and what makes it a reality in the first place. So what I ask you to do is not focus on the negativity, but rather focus on observing these negative thoughts that you're instantaneously reacting to. And as you become more and more conscious and more observant of your reality, you'll see that this becomes much easier, and you won't even be reacting negatively in the first place. So now I want to share with you an example of something that happened to me the other day. And because I was starting off my business and this consulting business, this coaching business that I'm doing, I signed up for this session with the lawyers in my school. And I wanted to turn my Quazi Johir business into an LLC, and to make it a legal entity, so I don't get any lawsuits and everything and whatnot. And the fact that I'm even worrying about getting a lawsuit is like me reacting negatively. But at the same time, it's good to have precautions, because if it gives you the peace of mind, then why not? If you're doing everything that you can do to protect yourself, and then there's nothing to worry about, and you can ensure yourself that there's nothing to worry about, then do that. But that's a story for another day. So anyway, I signed up for this counseling from this law department. And 2 or 3 weeks later, yesterday, which was 2 or 3 weeks later, one of the people from the law office that I met with, he was at my gym. And then my mind started to interpret this as a sign. I'm like, oh no, what if something bad happens to me? What if this is a sign of some awaiting impending doom or impending danger, that someone's gonna sue me or something, Maybe I copyrighted some content on my YouTube channel, blah, 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 something bad is gonna happen to me. And then immediately I noticed my mind going into this state, and I remembered to wake up. So once you remember to wake up and access that neutral attention, it no longer has power over you. So now I'm like, oh, this is what's happening. I'm attributing a negative meaning to it, but that's okay. Now that I observe this, it no longer has power over me. So just observe every single time that this happens. And now that I actually observed it, look, I'm still alive. Nothing bad has happened to me, thankfully. So that's basically what I wanted to say. It doesn't really matter that you are instantaneously reacting negatively, and that's because your impulse has been trained this way. And that's another way to just slowly overcome it. But if you just notice yourself, observe yourself reacting negatively, and you don't get into that loop, that negative loop where you keep reacting negatively to the negative impulsive reaction you had in the first place, and then turn it into an endless loop of negative reactions, then it doesn't have as much power over you. So just learn to tap into that attention, learn to wake up and become neutral and observant of this reality. So always remember that any reality that you observe has no longer no longer has power over you, but you have conscious power over it. And that's why consciousness is so key. So with that, thank you for watching this video, and I hope this helped. If you like this kind of content, leave me a comment in the description below so I know to keep making this kind of stuff. Also, I'm growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff, and we have a great group. It's growing to 1,000 members, which is insane. And in this group, we share our law of attraction practices, what's helped us and how we can better our manifestation practices. Because when I first started off with the law of attraction, I didn't know what I was doing, and I wish I had a group like this to share with, a group of like-minded people, and also surround myself with this kind of vibration. And it's amazing to be a part of a group like this. So if you're interested, click on the link in the description below. We would love to have you there. And I'm sad to announce that the Reality Mastery program has closed for enrollment. However, I will still be offering a free consult every now and then to a lucky winner. And if you comment Reality Mastery down below, I will pick you personally and do a 1-hour free consult with you on how you can improve your current law of attraction practices, what you've been doing right now, and how you can implement the most powerful paradigm of manifestation, which is identity shifting. So why I focus on identity shifting and why the Reality Mastery program is based around the concept of identity shifting is because it truly is the most powerful paradigm of manifestation. Everything that I've manifested in my personal life, whether it be my girlfriend, my dream partner, whether it be the grades that I wanted in school, whether it be the passion, the job that I'm doing right now, doing what I really love and monetizing it, and then whether it be, whatever it is that in my life, I've completely first shifted into the attractive version of Quazi, or the version of myself that gets a 4.0 GPA, or the identity that, is a successful careerman, whatever it is. I've just shifted into that identity first and then attracted it as a result of being. So the being paradigm is the most powerful paradigm you have at your disposal right now. And that's why the Reality Mastery program is based around that. So if you're interested in the free consult, just comment Reality Mastery in the comment section below, and I will pick one lucky winner for a 1-hour free consult. And we will go over your law of attraction practices and how you can implement identity shifting right now. So hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.